Hello, my name is Angelina Metcalf and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut onions. I have a white onion, a green onion, and a stalk of celery. First, you're going to need a cutting board, a knife, and your vegetable of choice. So we're going to start off with the white onion. It has its shell on it, so first we're going to need to take that off. So you can start with cutting the root off if you want, but that will make your eyes cry. In order not to do that, you don't take it off. So we're going to start off with cutting the root off. You're going to want to use the back of your knife. And to take the skin off, you're going to use the edge of the back of the knife and then score that all the way down. Now you're going to peel off the skin of the onion. Since we don't need any of that, we're just going to toss it all away. Now we're going to cut the onion in half. So right now I'm talking about the root. The root is the source of what is the heart of the onion, and it is what makes you cry. So when you cut that, it bleeds. So the odors and the toxic air that comes up into your eyes is what makes you cry. So in order to do that, don't cut the root, but I'm going to cut the root on purpose to show you another way not to cry. So inside of the onion there is a heart. It is the part in the middle right there. So you're just going to cut that out. Make sure you don't cut yourself while you're doing this. And peel it out. Make sure you do a good job of it, or else you will cry. And do that on the other one as well. Now we're going to start with a simple dice. So what you're going to want to do is cut the onion with the tip of the knife in straight lines, straight down. Next, you're going to want to take the knife and cut it horizontally. Be sure to be careful so you don't cut your finger. Now what you're going to do is dice it. So you're just going to go along and chop, chop, chop until it's finished. Now the last part, you're going to want to aim down and just start chopping that baby so you don't waste any of the onion. Now we're going to put this in a container since we no longer need it. And that is a diced onion. The next onion we'll be doing is just sliced onions. It's very simple. To make sure you don't cut your finger, make sure that you hold it with your knuckles down. Now you're just going to slice it down. Slice, slice, slice. With this, make sure to be firm, let your knife do the work, and be very careful. So at this part, you're going to want to twist the onion around so it's at a different angle, so then you can chop it very carefully. Then you don't have any way of cutting yourself. Now we're going to discard this since we no longer need it. And next step will be the green onion. Green onions are really fun because there are two parts of the onions you can use. There is the green side of the onion, which is the long part from that side over, and the white onion from that side over. What you want to do is cut it in half from the green and the white and separate it. With the green, you're just going to do a simple slice and dice. You're just going to take it and sliver it up. This is great for using as toppings on different foods, including eggs, rice, almost anything that is savory. With this, make sure to be careful and keep your knuckles firmly down. Now we're going to discard with that since we no longer need it. Make sure to keep your workspace really clean. It's very important. Now we're going to chop off the root of the white part of the onion. Now we're going to do a diagonal cut. With this, you just turn your onion to the side and give it a nice firm chop. Make sure to let your knife do all the work for you. Make sure your fingers are in so you do not cut them. And just like that, you have slivered onions. Discard those since we no longer need it. Make sure to clean your knife off after using onions since we are now transitioning to celery. Now I have a whole stalk here. I'm not going to use the whole thing because I don't want to waste it, so I'm only pulling 3 out. The top part you can use for a celery salad. This is really just for the looks of most dishes at restaurants. Celery comes very dirty, so make sure you clean it before you use it. So we're going to chop it in half. Then we're going to show you the little skinny part of it. Now that is the size of a normal celery stick that you'd get at a restaurant. So now I'm going to explain to you how to make a celery stick out of a wider celery. And just like that, you have a celery stick. This is a better demonstration of how to do it. So what you're going to do is cut it in half. Make sure you have your pointer finger and your thumb holding it, and you're going to slightly put the knife between all those and put pressure down, and then pull your knife out very carefully. And there you go. You have celery sticks. Thank you all for watching this video.